Teresa asks if we could talk about the recent news on management changes. And then somebody else said, should Editas be put in the penalty box? As of late, the performance has been terrible. The ticker there is EDIT. Any thoughts on Editas? We talked about them, I think, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I don't know. Everything's blurring together.
You know, their CEO change was unexpected, at least to me. I don't think it's necessarily a bad change, though. The person that they've brought in has been on the board for quite a while, and definitely has solid expertise and knows Editas very well. So I don't think it's necessarily bad news there. The should it be put in the penalty box? Look, I think Editas is the kind of stock that you need to have a long-term perspective with. It's going to be highly volatile over the short term. And that volatility could be positive, it could be negative, as we're seeing over the last few weeks. But over the long term, if you believe in the technology, the CRISPR technology that Editas has, the stock could be a big winner over the long term. This is not one to jump in and out of. You'll get burned. If you believe in the company's approach, then just hang on to it. Just hang on to it for the long term. I wouldn't invest too great of your portfolio in a clinical stage biotech like this, but I think it does have good opportunities over the long, say, next 10 years.
And that's really the time frame you need to be looking, not 1 month. So it's down 15% over the last month. Over the last 3 months, it's up 89.9%.
Yeah, I was talking about the volatility. It goes both ways with a stock like Editas. I mean, it can be negative like we're seeing right now, but it can also be quite positive. So, but again, all of that's noise, right? I mean, really, I think the bigger thing is to look at that 10-year time horizon. And if it's successful, it's going to be really successful.
Yes, and neither one of us work for the services that recommended Editas, but I think that I doubt it's going to get put in the penalty box off of a 1 month decline. I think you got to be thinking long term. And if you bought at the top, that definitely I feel for your pain, but just realize that it's a lot. You should be buying it for years in advance. So I don't think that you should be worried about the small decline right now.
For what it's worth, I did buy shares of Editas several years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I rarely buy clinical stage biotechs, just very rarely. But I thought the technology was intriguing, took a very small position in it. And I really don't pay attention to these up and down moves all that much. I'm just holding on, and we'll see how their pipeline candidates fare over the next few years.